Real Madrid are back on the winning path. A 3-2 win over Levante, a scoreline which won't have done them any good in terms of surviving the palpitations, having been 3-0 up. But they do get the victory. We saw briefly as well Eden Hazard, but Benzema leading the way.
Yeah, and the way this game worked out for Real Madrid, it's what Real Madrid has been, not only this season, but really going back all the way to last year, in which there are signs, positive signs, encouraging signs. And you're thinking, hey, it's 3-0. We're flying. We're good. Karim Benzema is scoring goals. He's dangerous. James Rodriguez is creating chances. Man, we're all right. And then it's 3-1. And but we're still fine. We're still fine. We're good. We're good. Or are we good? 3-2, and at that point, it's hanging on. And when I say hanging on, I mean Thibaut Courtois has to come up with a huge save in the 90-something minute to make sure that you win the game at home 3-2. So you feel like there were things out there that you like, and there were combination plays in the attack, and especially in the second half. There was one in particular where the ball comes to James Rodriguez. He backheels the ball on the fly to Eden Hazard, and eventually Hazard puts the ball into the box, and Vinicius has a chance. And you're saying, man, if we can do this, now we're cooking. Now we're dancing. But then they clear that ball, they go the other way, and Real Madrid are struggling defensively, struggling through the midfield, stretch, and in 1v1 situations they're all over the place. And Marcelo, who likes to play a lot in the attack, man, he looks like he's carrying a piano on his back because he struggles with the pace of whoever is playing on his side. And so it's that sort of that give and take with Real Madrid where you want to see the talent, you see it in full display, and you say, yeah, they can be explosive, they can be good, they can score goals. But you also see a Real Madrid that is unsure as to how to close out a match at home at Santiago Bernabeu against Levante. There are no easy games right now for Real Madrid. Everything is a struggle, everything is suffering. But you know what? You take the 3 points and you move on. Because it could have been worse for Real Madrid. Had Thibaut Courtois not made that save, it's 3-3, and now we're like, well, Zidane and the team and this and that and the choices and the players and what are we going to do? There's some drama there. And they just need an easy game to come at some point. Well, it's not going to come in Champions League. It's not going to come against PSG. And so you feel like, where are they going to generate that momentum? I guess the return of Eden Hazard would be certainly a positive for them. And they say, you know what? We build from this. It's 3 points. We'll take it. We build from this. And then we become the Real Madrid that we think we can be.
The fragility mentally has been there for a long time now. Remember, a year ago, against the same opponents, this was one of the defeats at the Bernabeu, which cost Lopetegui his job, effectively. There was a nagging sense from the fans, even though they were 3-0 up, when they conceded that first goal, as you said, there was a nagging sense that this was all going to happen again. Now, if that is in the players' mindset, which it appears to be, given the way the last few games have gone as well, what on earth do they do about it? I mean, they might have the talent, but they just don't seem to have any strength, any backbone.
And that's a question of character, which is a bigger question, really, when you consider Real Madrid. It's not just so much about, well, can these guys put passes together? We know they can do that. Can they score goals? We know they can do that. But when Levante, as Santiago Bernabeu, is knocking the ball around you, and there's nobody who's to step in and say, okay, let's get a hold of the ball. We are Real Madrid. Santiago Bernabeu. Look at us. Look at the talent on the field. Look who we are. But now let's display it. Let's showcase it. Let's make sure that we make this game as comfortable as it looked, because it looked every bit of 3-0. It looked like Real Madrid was like, well, they're back. They're back, baby. And there are players that are coming back from injury, and you're thinking, it's all good. We're going to be all right. Man, but they're not. They're not. And I think the most troubling part is that when it was 3-2, it's almost as if Zidane is looking down the bench and like, yeah, I don't have anybody over there. Nobody can help us over there. And we need some help in there. And so there are questions off the field, but the bigger questions are on the field. There was effort. There are people running around, but it's disorganized. And it's hopeful and it's wishful, rather than with the certainty that you know you're a good team and no, Levante is not coming back against you. They're playing with this sort of mindset of, goodness, I hope they don't come back. Oh, there's a free kick. What are we going to do now? Oh, we got to mark up again. That should not be the image that you see from Real Madrid closing out a game at home, Santiago Bernabeu against Levante.
No, but that is certainly the reality right now, and what confronts them next is a trip to Paris. Well, they'll come up against PSG in the Champions League, so it doesn't exactly get much easier or harder.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN Plus.